So apparently I missed this, or mainly wasn't paying attention, but there's a new alternative game mode called the Simulacrum, which I believe, if we look at this, is how I get this guy. Escape the Planetarium or Wave 50 in the Simulacrums. Let's give that a shot. Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to some more Risk of Rain 2. I'm just going to be playing this for at least a couple of days, possibly more. If I'm going to be doing wave-based whatever, I don't even know. Like I said, I haven't really done a whole lot of any of this. I barely touched the Railgunner though, so let's give this a shot. This is replication. This is replication. Wait, arcade game mode that sends an infinite number of difficult waves of monsters against players. Let's just give this a shot, see what happens. Let's see. And I'm gonna leave it on. I'm gonna throw it on Drizzle because I want to unlock this guy no matter what. It doesn't say what difficulty I need to be on, and I'm gonna throw command on. I realize that command sometimes leads to somewhat homogeneous builds, but I find it also mitigates a lot of frustrations. Oh. Okay, so is the Simulacrum just the void area again? Whoops, that's the wrong one. There we go. I think it might be. Well, it's kind of neat. I have no idea how I'm going to get items here. Oh, no, that's how I get items. I don't even know what that creature was. Oh, they're like turrets. Okay. Sure, why not? I've never seen those before. One enemy remaining. Oh, and it's you. Perfect. Okay, next wave in a short period of time. Let's grab this. Doesn't get me too much. And just grab a soldier's syringe. Ow, that hurts. Yeah, I might want to give this a shot. Let's see. I might want to give this a shot with the enemies drop items upgrade. I think that might not be a bad idea. Okay. Well, that's reasonable enough. Yeah, the other thing I might want to try and do is be very particular with my snipes here. Because if I can get the weak point upgrade, we can at least start unlocking some good bits. But I gotta get like 50 snipes in a row. Part of the reason why I wanted to play on Drizzle, where I have a little bit more leeway in that sense. I keep seeing that lantern and it keeps throwing me the heck off. It's a problem. Okay. What do we grab next? I'm gonna grab the mushrooms just in case. Because to some degree I can hang out here, healing. Things are less dangerous to me, as long as I'm here. I say less. That's not fully true. Ow. Grab these. At least can grab some HP orbs. Nope, can't get that. Oh, there we go. Got it. So I can actually go back to just fighting things as normal, at least for a little while. I wonder if there's a way I can increase the range on these attacks. Maybe and hopefully. But yeah, it's nice to get some of these upgrades sooner than later. I have to figure out how to get out here and actually grab some items. Though stuff is expensive. Like I barely have any cash at all. Okay, what can I get? Gosh, I have no idea. You know what? I'm actually gonna grab this. As odd as it is. Ooh. So my sniper shot has at least a little bit of a pierce. Or at least some AoE to it. Neat. There we go. I really like quick scoping in this. This is really satisfying. The music is also, like, very much my kind of thing. I I really love this kind of, oh, what would I even call it? Synth lounge? There's probably a better way of describing this, but it's such a lovely ambiance that it just kind of gives off. Okay, what do we want to get here? What about a teddy bear? Oh boy. I was not expecting an Elder Lemurian to show up. Well, I'm freaking toast. Oh, that's helpful. But also I'm dead. What the hell? I was not expecting that. Alright, well, we got the Railgunner Marksman, but I think I might want to try something a little bit different. It'd be really interesting to go Engineer for this. Yeah, let's go Engineer. We don't want the spider turrets, but we might want the spider mines. And no, I'll keep the bubble shield. Let's get, let's just go Captain Tankamus. Okay, there is stuff out there. But yeah, let's just get some friends. Unfortunately, hitting these guys here is going to be a little dicey, but we'll see. I'm just gonna toss those around. I mean, I don't have much to worry about. I don't really like playing as the engineer in this one, unfortunately. I wish there was an alternate attack for him that was actually worth something. You know, just a light... Oh, what would I call it? A frontier shotgun or something? Okay. Actually gonna grab the roll of pennies. Just for a little bit of extra cash. So I'm not sure if chests, like, respawn or anything. But I figure this will get me at least a little bit of something. Or wreck my turrets. I definitely want to grab the mushrooms. Now, it would be pretty funny to go absolute ham here with my mushrooms. And just get like 30 of them. I realize that's cheesy biscuits, and like I probably shouldn't do that, but it's just very satisfying. Let's grab at least one. Give me a reliable Healy field. I like how these guys actually have, like, a bouncing attack. It's fun to watch. Okay. Just gonna pop around smacking things for a bit. Just, like, one more coin. That's okay, I'll make the money eventually. Actually, I should probably just get hit. I kinda like the roll of pennies. I think that's a really neat idea. Might get another. I don't know how many chests there are, is the one fear. I know there's specifically a, one of the modes. If we lose again, I might switch to it, but there's a mode that specifically makes it so enemies will drop upgrades instead. Wait, do my turrets not drop mushrooms anymore? Aw, damn. I mean, maybe I just have to get a couple of upgrades, but I bet they nerfed that. Much to my general dismay. Grab that. I guess I should probably move my turrets closer. I'll put them on top of this hill. Oh no, I just had to re-put them down. I guess it doesn't update what they've got equipped until I've placed them. There we go. That should be better. Much more effective. And now I get to switch over to my my true intended role of upper management. Just kind of chilling. Ooh, I don't know. I guess I'll grab that one. I don't actually know if a fuel cell is particularly useful here, but there's a couple of things I could see it being fun for. Let's get one more mushroom. I've never actually done the mushroom build. You know, I've seen people talk about it. I guess I've done a little bit of it myself, but I've never gone, like, full mushroom. Because I don't remember if it's a flat gain or if it's an exponential growth, but the more mushrooms you pick up, the bigger the AoE is on that heal. And I currently take damage I currently take damage as long as I'm outside. There we go. Let's just overlap that a little bit. There's the stuff. I take damage as long as I'm outside of this radius, which makes it a little tough. Because it's like a decent chunk of damage, too. It's not small beans. And so the problem with that is, like, leaving to go pick up some extra items is kind of a bad move. It's doable, but it's spooky all the same. Especially when anything and everything can kill you. More mushrooms! That would be the one trickiest pony. Okay, boss wave. Enemies are stronger and far more numerous. Okay. Let's give them a little bit more shot speed. And then replace them. Because they might as well get more mushroomy. I don't see the Elder Lemurian that just absolutely destroyed me earlier, so who knows. Guess it doesn't matter. What remains? Oh, there it is. It is a parent instead. But that's okay. Parents have nothing on the, against the mushroomed up turrets. Oh, right. You know what I could do? I can get some spider mines around. Seems like a good place to utilize them. Okay, do I have enough for this? I do. Okay, do I see any that I don't recognize? I don't recognize this one. Transform an item or equipment to a different one. Can only recycle once. Sure? Oh. I see. It has to be something on the ground. And unfortunately, there's a thing up there. I'm not big on it. But I'll grab it. Is there just another mushroom up here? There is. I mean, sure. I can fight you. Okay, next wave. So what do we grab now? Oh, I don't have that unlocked. But let's grab the shurikens. Activating your primary skill also throws a shuriken. Oh. Oh. It's moving. Aw. That's kind of cool, actually. I like that. Alright. I want to open up the Void Cradle. We'll get to that when we get to that. Oh, we're here. Kind of. This makes sense. So this is how we get access to all of these other turrets. Or not turrets. All of these other shops. Let's grab an infusion. Just to give me a little bit more. Okay, is it settling down? It is. Not exactly the best spot, but that's okay. There we go. Should be good enough. Oh, they throw shurikens now. And I also throw shurikens now. Okay. We were just investing hard in shurikens. I need to do a run where we invest hard into shurikens on... Oh, I don't even know who. On somebody. I have a new favorite item. I don't even know if they're good. I don't even care. I just want to shuriken things like crazy. Okay, unfortunately we don't have any shurikens at the moment. Let's go for the tri-tip daggers. Getting one and a couple of different upgrades seems like a decent idea. Let's see, anything else over here? There's that void thing, which I probably should have popped while I was there, but whatever. Okay, hop out of it for a second, because I'm sure there's goodies. A little bit. Not much. Okay, we already got a tri-tip. Let's grab a sticky bomb. I wonder if I get money for my engineering turrets taking damage. Alright, is there anything else that I don't recognize? Nope, let's get some more shurikens. Oh, recharges over time. Okay. So there's a limited number of these I can get. What happens if I do this? This seems very dangerous. Yeah, let's not. Okay, didn't do too much. There is stuff up there. But I want nothing to do with it for a moment. But what I do want is more mushrooms. There we go. Yeah, let's just keep loading that up. I'll have to get rid of the scrapper. I like the idea of it. I'm glad that they've added at least a couple of items that are particularly useful. I'm really digging these shurikens. Ninja turrets is not what I had on my list for this run today, but I am very happy to have gotten to this point. What do we grab? It'd be interesting to get a bunch of war banners. Reason being, this is a fairly static level, and so getting a war banner down generally around every single one of these stop points should give me a decent coverage. And I could potentially get a lot of them if I really, really wanted to. I could go either way on it. I definitely got to try this mode with some of the mods. I don't know how functional the mods are. I tried messing with it for a little bit, and then eventually kind of gave up a little. But I know there's enough mods that are kind of worth playing around with. Multiplicative, or the one that effectively gives me multiplayer levels of spawns as a solo player sounds really, really choice. Let's see, do I want to keep going for crit? Maybe. Yeah, let's grab some crit. Avoid those guys, though. I've got healing for days, so an Elder Lemurian is not nearly as dangerous as it could be. In fact, it's actually pretty lucrative. I should probably get some spider mines down. And then I should probably also be an active participant here as opposed to, you know, upper management. Upper management, middle management. There we go. Definitely digging the idea of the shuriken. That's got so much potential for so many different characters. And yeah, I might want to upgrade my war banner. Just get a bunch of them. Because I know they're useful. There we go. I might have actually wanted to grab the secondary missile. I think that could have actually been pretty spicy. There we go. Okay. Are we going to another location? Wait, advance to the next simulation. Wait, oh. So we're just done here. Okay. That's kind of good bad. So that means we're leaving. I'm gonna heal before I do this. I see a number of chests out there. And I'm gutsy enough to say, let's go grab one or two. Is there actually? There is one here. I'm going to die. If I try and do this. I might actually just die anyway. Yep. Wow. Alright. I'm not gonna let that be the end. Let's not do engineer though. Let's pick somebody that is particularly aggressive and can really make use of the shurikens in a satisfying way. I'm feeling commando. What does he have? Oh, right. This is the commando. I definitely don't want him. Handy could be interesting. I don't want anything that is charge based. It'd be fascinating to give it a shot with him. Oh yeah, I never even unlocked half of his stuff. Let's see. Use lights out to reset your cooldown. a bunch of times. Oh. Fire a revolver shot, 600% damage, reset all your cooldowns. I don't know, do we want to give Bandit a shot? Because I almost never roll him? Sure. And this time I'm not going to be foolish and try and go out into the outdoors. Because it turns out that that's a terrible idea. Oh, I see. So I have to line up for it. Okay. Well, I wish I had given this guy more of a shot in the past, because he's got some interesting potential. And I like his cooldown system. I'm definitely going to have to pick up just a little bit of base healing. Alright, give me monster teeth. And there's another item around here. I don't know which to grab. Frankly. Roll of pennies. There we go. Oh, I see. It's just on a delay. There we go. Luckily, I can hit those out of the air. I'm not actually sure if I ever even tried this guy. Now that I'm messing with him a little bit. I definitely want to try and boost his base damage so I can use that revolver more. There we go. Because it does do a ton of damage. I think I was originally worried about him because of the limited ammo thing, but now that I know I can just get it back with the revolver, it's like, alright, cool. Not a problem. Okay. Shoot. Try tip dagger. It's not my favorite. There we go. I definitely want to increase the cooldowns of things. If I can. Just blast him. Yeah, we're good. Neat character, though. A lot of potential. I don't know. I need to play this more. Unfortunately, it kind of boils down to... I just pressed R to reload like a fool. I mean, it is R to reload. It's just... not the right R. I might also want to just go really hard on Crowbar. Have this guy just be a one-shot wonder. Because he already does a ton of base damage, so it seems like a decent idea. Okay. Well, I have a use item here. Oh. And this is a character that actually benefits from it greatly. Let's grab Kubo Jr. So the reason why I want Kubo Jr. is because Kubo Jr. is just a clone of me. Yeah, he is. And he's more accurate than I am, too. Which could actually be a bit of a downer. We'll see. But I love the idea of him all the same, and if we can get a couple of fuel cells to just keep him around, I will be a happy camper. Let's just grab a bunch of crowbars. Because I know it's a big damage upgrade. Okay, boss wave. I might also want to grab a spare mag. Because a couple of spare mags would go a long way. I hate these bugs. Okay, I can't tell which one of these is the mid-boss. Just grab that, because I can go invisible. Wow. There we go. A little bit of AoE would go a long way, too. On the plus side, I can go invisible. Kind of get away, though. This... it definitely is an unfriendly situation. At least they don't know where I am. Goobo! Goobo! Kill my foes for me. Yeah, I want to see if I can get enough fuel cells that I can actually just have an infinite number of Goobo Juniors. Okay, there's a lot I'd like to grab, but we want to grab this and this first and foremost. Oop. Ow, 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 ow. Goobo. I will remember you. But I will not save you. I cannot save you. A little bit of this. Ow, 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 ow. You stop. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get that. Please set down. Damn. I've got enough money, but that is rough. I might be able to get back to that. Gonna just heal up for a hot second. Okay, spare mag. And just go back and heal. Or, heal? Heal-ish. Heal if I can. There we go. How did I never play this guy? Because I'm like 99% certain I have never played him. Very accurate. Tons of damage. I wonder if it was because I might have had a modded character, or I don't know, man. We might also want to just start investing into some just spare meat for max HP upgrades, so I can run out there where it's dicier. Just 25 max health. Not huge. Okay, I'll just be back here for a hot second. Oh, both of those are huge. Just gonna get a Goobo down. Okay, at least I know what I'm here for. Fuel cell. And a leeching seed. I know leeching seed isn't particularly amazing, but honestly, grabbing it is worth it. There we go. Grab him. And yeah, let's just get some meat. Odd as it is. Okay, what's my cooldown? I have no idea. However, it's got to be getting closer to the point where I can feasibly get several, I want to get multiple Goobos down, is the real answer. Okay, hit something else, but that's okay. Out of my sky. Oh, that's the wrong button. There we go. Those backup mags are hugely helpful. Who remains? Don't know, but we've got another foe here. Or foe? We got another chest. I'm just gonna keep getting more meat. My entire job here is just reduce cooldown, get crowbar, and so much meat that no one can stop me. I see him there, but I'm probably just going to ignore him. Okay. I'm playing a very dangerous game. That's tough. I love the character, though. I need to do another one of those. Do we just keep doing it like an absolute chump? The other option is we go multi, who is way, way faster and has a ton of HP. Okay, I'm going to give him a shot. Because these chests are very tempting. No, he's not actually that fast. He gets faster, I think, in speed mode, but he's not actually that fast. Alright, let's roll Bandit. Because I like the idea of him. And I love the idea of him. I just need to not eat it like a fool. I like those new enemies. They're kind of fun. Unfortunately, I gotta rely on that to actually get a kill. I guess I need some crowbars. And a roll of pennies. I need a lot of things. Wow. Okay, this one has a lot of starting chests. So this seems a little bit more doable. Boy, these Lemurians are chunkus. On the plus side, this pistol does work. Okay, let's grab this. Grab a roll of pennies. Go here. Grab a monster tooth. That's why I'm not going to die that fast. Yeah, the one downside to all of this is... Gosh, I have no idea how I'm even going to put this up on YouTube. What the hell? Oh, it's one of the weird mud beasts. I remember now. Well, at least I do gobs of damage. Okay. Get my cooldowns back. Get my gun back. There we go. Get my health back. I know a lot of people always tell me that this is, like, bad. I disagree with them fervently. Grab another roll of pennies, just for a little bit of extra juice, because there's so many. There's so many coins around here. And then a tri-tip dagger. And then probably crowbar. I also want some spare mags. There's a lot of things I want. We'll see. Anything interesting down here? No. There we go. I'm just gonna kind of blast these suckers from afar. Well, I'll try. The other thing to note is that I want to kind of tastefully take some damage here. Not too much, but just enough. Okay, let's grab this fuel cell. Meat. I'm gonna need a lot of meat where I'm going. There we go. Should be a decent chunk. Roll of pennies. Wow. This is a primo map and then some. Grab this. There we go. Some backup mags would also not be a terrible idea. There's a lot of things, though I think at this point we are solidly in I could use some crowbar territory. Yeah, I want to let them hit me, but I don't want to let them hit me too much. There we go. Boy, if I could get a colossal neural, I'd be a happy camper. Like I said, just let him hit me for a while. Actually, if I just kill one of these. Because this guy isn't that damaging. He is, but not, like, unsurvivably so. This is cheesy as shit, but I'm doing it. Do we get another one? Nah, more crowbars. Yeah, I can just run around for a bit. Ooh. Hi. Let's see. I'm gonna grab one of these just in case. Alright, I should take another hit. Oh, it's... The field gets smaller. I see what they did there. It honestly makes a lot of sense. Augment of the Void. Oh boy. Okay, let's just grab one of these. Okay, so I'm gonna have to find a critter. Okay, and then make sure I don't die. Because these guys actually hurt, like, a lot. Nope, don't see one there. Oops. Okay. Keep avoiding for a hot second, as I don't have much healing. There we go. Give me the HP. Oh boy. There's some. Okay, one enemy remaining. So I want to grab this, because it is most definitely Goobo Jr. time. Goobo would have saved me from a fair amount of grief there. You're new. Oh, gosh. Okay, whatever this is. Eat? Oh, God. I might just die. Oh. Frankly, I need to invest in some movement speed. On the plus side, I did come out of that area like an absolute bandit. So, well, I mean, I am a bandit. I'll call it a win. Okay, please tell me it's just following this path. So what does this do? Oh. Corrupts all rusted keys. As far as things go, that's up there. Oh, you were not what I was expecting. I'll just grab an infusion. This would be a good spot to fight. Who wants to set up here? Okay, let's grab a slug. Oh, there's a bunch of chests over there. Yeah, I can't do anything about it. I mean, there's a decent chunk here. I'll take it. Let's just start going for Mocha. Maybe actually, no. Maybe I should just go for the Paul's Goat Hooves. Because what I want to be able to do is just zip in, grab, and then go. Mocha. I'm not even going to look for a Paul's Goat Hoof. If it's going to be like that. We've got enough. There's a Goat Hoof. There we go. And yeah, crowbars are the other option. Because I want to do bonus damage. Anything I haven't hit before. That way my revolver just insta-gibs. Who's up there? There you are. Okay, anything fancy back here? No. Yeah, not the most promising of locations to just hang out. But I ain't gonna complain. Well, I am. Nope, nothing there. Nothing over there. And we've got this. Yeah, let's just get some crowbars. I'm just gonna be the one-hit wonder. Because yeah, if I can do gobs of damage, and we should probably get some glasses too. Though I'm curious, actually, if glasses are a better option here. I see a couple of chests over there. I can maybe make it to one of them. No. No, this is stupid. That is so much damage. Like, if I had tons of HP, I think it'd be fine. But I don't. So I think I'll just accept the loss, weep at those chests that I cannot grab, but then otherwise just survive. Let's see. Keep getting goat hooves, though. Being quick is going to be massive just for avoiding a lot of enemy hits. What if they changed it if infusions still do the same thing? Because I always found that hard cap to be a little objectionable. I'd much rather it just have no hard cap, but continuously just gain. Nope. It's fine. That didn't do as much damage as I was hoping for. That's okay. Going to be hard to get some blues here. More goat hoof for speed. Now, I keep grabbing these. Fall damage is doubled. And lethal. That's something to be worried about. I mean, easily fixed. And I guess in retrospect, easily fixed, but also, how much verticality am I even going to be dealing with here? There we go. Because in retrospect, I don't actually think I'm going to be jumping much. I mean, like a little bit here and there, but not enough to make a major difference. Okay, back to this. More crowbars. Okay, boss wave. Enemies are stronger, more numerous. Oh, that was a weird hitch. There we go. Was not expecting these guys to come with certain perks. Oh, that dude ate the hit for his friend. Rude. That's okay. I actually know if that explodes, like if that's a danger for me. Alright, this is a good time to introduce everybody to my new friend, Goobo Jr. Juniors. Do I have two of them? Gummy bandits. One is almost dead already. Wow. How'd that even happen? I have no idea. Very... Wow, yeah, they both died. I guess none of them are leveraging their speed like I am. Not that I really feel like I'm leveraging my speed much. I'm mostly just strafing and just shooting. But it's okay. Okay, we can exit the simulation. Or are we free? Ah, see, this would be a beautiful time for the field to go away, but it doesn't. Alright. Yeah, I'll just accept the loss. It's fine. We've already got a decent chunk of items. I'm just hoping I can get some more. I do really like the idea, maybe, of enemies dropping items, but that might not actually be a good idea. And I can't afford to get any of these. Yeah, let's let a couple of them shoot me. Not too many, though. Wow. Okay. So these guys have shields now, which is kind of a doozy. There we go. Oh no, that's mine. On the plus side, my dudes are very aggressive. More crowbar, and oh. Shoot. What is this? What does this do? What does this do? Permanently reduce armor on hit. Not really that useful for me, unfortunately. Just grab some more meat. I'd also want, like, another monster tooth. I know they don't scale that well, especially based on, like, getting tons of HP. Oh, I might also want to go for some more will-o-wisps if I get any more greens. Speaking of. There's another one. Okay. Heal up. Get another will-o-wisp. Alright, I can go invisible. And I was even touting the merits of going invisible. Actually, let's let this guy hit me. Ow. One more time. Ow. There we go. More crowbar. I probably shouldn't do more than that. Get another one of these. Don't know how much more I can avoid per se, but that's okay. I got 2 will-o-wisps, which means these really close clustered areas that I'm fighting in become my friend. Because I don't have to worry too much. Okay, what else do we have around here? Any goodies? I see this one. I don't think I actually managed to get it. It's okay. Try grabbing it again. Oh, I just don't have enough money. That's what's going on. I've been very good at avoiding damage, and I think it's shooting me in the foot just a smidge. Let's see. Goat hooves. Well, now I'm gonna start taking some never mind. I thought I was gonna take some damage. But alas. Okay. I should probably stop with the crowbars. As good as it is, a number of these enemies are outscaling my damage just by a smidge. Let's see. And then as much as I want to rely on other things, I don't know. Go back. Heal. Boss monster. Oh, that's not good. Sorry, the Goobo Jr. Summon both of them. Little gummy friends. There we go. Cascade explode. Thank you. I wonder if attack speed changes my reload speed too. Because it certainly feels like my reload speed is so dang fast that I almost don't have to worry about the reload. Well, they killed my friendos. But that's okay, because I've proven that I can get multiple. There we go. Explode for me. Minions. Well, they're not really minions. They're more like anti-minions. There we go. Just keep wrecking them. So far, so good. There we go. Okay. Doozy of some friends, and... Now I gotta grab the shurikens. I said I wanted them. Now I have them. Whoa! That could have been dicey. On the plus side. I can grab this at the very least. Okay, where else do we have? Nothing there. Yeah, I could mess with that, but I still don't even know what half of the corrupted items do. And I'd hate to sink a run. Just for it. Let's just grab another one of these. Okay. Grab that. Really wish chests opened faster. Keep grabbing goat hooves. Oh. We're just going to be here. Fair enough. Let's take a look at this. Anything else? No. What do we have? This is just the edge of the zone. That's nothing. And we have many friends that need to not be here. Is this something I can pop open? Yeah. There's a lot of sweet things here. Should probably invest more into... invest more into stuff that isn't just crowbar, because... as good as crowbar is, drops off if an enemy has a lot of HP. I could potentially scale it so high that I can just insta-gib any foe. It's a possibility, it's just a hard possibility. There we go. That's some damage. Time to be frozen solid. But that's okay, because that's how I make money. Whoops, time for that to happen again. It's fine. Okay. Am I bold enough for this? Holy shit. Let's just grab all of these. I know they don't heal that well. But what else am I going to do? That's the stuff. That's the ticket. Heal me back up. I know there's a little bit more I can grab, but there's only so much I can do. It does very much strike me that I should continuously invest hard into my maximum HP. Because if I can make those runs into the void, I really can survive quite a lot here. Okay, there's one more of these guys. Oh, I'm even faster. Hell yeah. More meat. Even better. Alright, cool. Grab another monster tooth. I realize once again they don't scale healing that well, but if that's the only healing I've got, then it's the healing I'm going to work with. There's a couple other things I could invest towards that would also work too, but I'm just making the most of what I got. There we go. Gosh, those will-o-wisps in a jar. They're the real MVP. Then Goobo Jr. Speaking of, hello, Goobo Jr. Kill my foes. Hopefully he inherits my items. My end goal here is to get like 20 of them. Just fuel cells left and right. I can only imagine it will end amazingly. I'm just gonna be fueled by meat and Goobo. Goobo. There we go. I really wish you could actually see the cooldown when you have it charge. Okay, don't fall into the void. Because I don't know... It said it was fatal. I'm curious about if that includes... Let's just set that off. No enemies shooting me from on high. What the... You. None of that, you. This thing must die. Thank you. Okay, what else we got? Item? Item. Do I have these? No, I don't. I also want some more shurikens. The problem is I'm competing... My Goobo Jr. army is competing. There we go. Well, if it's just a bunch of wisps, that works for me. Okay. Unfortunately, they don't last that long. But they last long enough that I can have at least a couple of them. Get them, gummy bandits. Delete foes. You know the phrase, you and what army? Well, I brought one. I've been waiting for a good Minion Master build this entire game, and I'm glad to say that we finally found one. And I know the engineer counts, and it 100% does. But it's not nearly as spicy as I'd like it to be. Whereas like Super Kubo friendship time, that's the kind of weird, ridiculous energy I'm looking for. There we go. What cool item do I get out of all of this? Because I've already got one red. Let's see if I get another. It's a bloody green. Do I get something like the ukulele? It's tempting. There's the headdress, there's the Hapu feather. Hapu feather is good. Another shuriken. That just sets things on fire. Oh shit, I should be investing in fire, shouldn't I? I want more Gubo, but let's grab at least a couple of things. Okay, I'm pretty sure I grabbed all of the stuff that I can there. I'm sure there's more, but it's just not worth it. I don't want to throw a run this far. I love the visuals for this area. It's great. Alright. Ooh. Well, I can't afford it anyway. Hi, please hit me a couple times. I need to make money. Okay, but not too much money. Too much money means I die. And I don't actually... Oh, do the monsters take extra damage for being outside? You know, that actually makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that was worth it. There we go. I love this character. He's incredibly good. Summon a Gubo. Just let him do some things while I commit burning justice upon my foes. Boop. Boop. Okay, how's my health? Doing reasonable. I think the enemies died for being outside the zone. Which is fair. More Gubo. Grab a couple of teddy bears. I don't actually know if the damage zone can trigger the teddy bear, but I kind of hope it does. Because I'd very much like to be able to resist damage. Oh, there's like a set of 3 back there. I'm gonna need some more money before I can do anything with it, though. Please hit me a couple of times. Just a little. Not too much. Oh. Whoop. Okay, that is officially too much. You have smacked me around sufficiently. I appreciate your contributions. Okay, maybe I could use a little bit more money. Roll of pennies is like beast. These suckers are really obnoxious. Especially the slightly elite ones. Okay. Let's just wait until it expands out again. And or I just get my HP. Okay, grab another. Grab some meat. Oh, I didn't actually have enough money for that one. Well, I got the bison steak. I just do. This gets hurty fast. Okay. It's hurty fast. Which is why I brought a goo buddy. Get him, friendo. Then explode the skies. If I can hit a single one. Let's see, do I still have him? Yeah, he still exists. Perfect. Okay, I'm just gonna keep rolling meat. Okay, more tougher times. Because this damage zone is not nearly as much of a problem the less time I'm in it. Give me that HP. Give me that hook. I should probably grab the gasoline-related upgrades. You could do a really good fire bat build. Which makes me wonder, do we have a single character that actually does fire damage here? Woo, hi. Well, I have access to the up here now. I don't know how much I care. Meat. Like, it's nice to be up there, I just don't know how much it helps. I can't hit shit for beans sometimes. Sometimes I'm good. Just grab those. Okay, boss wave. More like goo buddy wave. Oh, can I only get 3 gummy bandits out simultaneously? Looks like I can. Looks like there's actually a hard cap, so I can't get too many friends. Well, that's good, actually. That means that I don't really need to invest too hard into fuel cells. If it's just going to hard cap me to 3 friendos simultaneously. Or meat. I will live purely on merit of beef. And that is a fine place to be. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Well, I mean, actually no. It is kind of a fine place to be, kind of a... Probably should not actually eat too much meat. Turns out it's not great for you. Humans are meant to be eating a lot of different things. Gosh, how much meat do I eat? Barely any. It's usually when I eat out. Makes it special. That way I can usually justify, like, yeah, I'm gonna get duck. Or something like that. I also just don't... I feel kind of bad for eating duck just because I think ducks are adorable. Paul's goat hoof. Oh boy. I'll make it. Just barely. Oh shit. There was a green item there. Well, I'm not going to be able to get it. Alas. I'll live. But, curse my hubris all the same. Where are we going? Where are you going, friendo? Okay. Here. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get back. That's unfortunate. More meat. I want to get a couple of spare mags, too. Eat fence, jerks. Okay, do I actually see almost nothing here? I see a couple far out, but this is a really piss-poor spot. Okay. Just kind of hang. Yeah, I'll just have to chill. I definitely want to try this again without the chests. You know, just the enemies drop items. I feel like that could get quite nice. Probably the better way of handling this, at the very least. Oh, there you are. I still somewhat believe in the go really, really, really hard on fungi. Because I feel like that could be really, really neat, too. Okay, augment of soul. Just pop out of enemies. I really wish this was faster. There we go. There we go. Unfortunately, these guys are incredibly beefy. Whoop. Let's not be there when that goes off. I can survive a fair bit with 1,000 HP. But I'm still not willing to really try my luck too hard here. There we go. That fence, these fences and walls are kind of MVPs. Okay, there we go. Now I'm just gonna keep investing in gasoline. Because now that I know I'm kind of hard capped on Goobo Juniors that I can summon, I mean, it means I can summon effectively one per round. I might want to wait until all of the enemies have spawned. Yes and no. The flip side is that he keeps them from spawning too fast. Which is actually kind of a big plus. There we go. Makes my life nice and easy. I think maybe 1 or 2 more fuel cells and I could have a permanent supply of Goobos out. Which actually is not a bad idea. Oh boy, they really do not want to give you the goods here, do they? Let's start investing in lenses. There we go. Because yeah, at this point I could use some crit damage. There we go. Wow, there's a lot of dudes. Unfortunately, this character does not have much for AoEs to speak of. They do gobs of damage. And honestly, investing hard into Will-O-Wisp really does kind of solve the problem. Nope. That is the orb. There we go. What else do we have? We have you. Wish I could go back and grab that green. I needed that bad. But I wish I could anyway. I hate leaving things behind. Do I actually want to grab just a plate? It didn't help too much. Whoa, you. Okay. Now that's a legit boss, I think. That said, Goobo said no. There we go. Almost be kind of worth it to get the musketoon. Especially around here where it's rare to get, like, cool boss items. I gotta do a run at some point where I do that. I just go really hard on hunting bosses. You know, just keep grabbing muskets every level and just going nuts with them. I feel like that would have a ton of potential. Alright, let's get one more just because there's a lot of these guys and they're hard to hit. That said, once they're down, they're done. And we're clear. Please give me a red item after this. I deserve it. Nope. Did not. So let's grab this. Ignite effects deal more damage and last twice as long. Yeah, I don't think there's any special red item to get off of that. It's just a shame. Maybe I'll get lucky, find more in the next area. We will see. Well. Okay. So these guys can hurt, which is a bit of a worry. However, I want them to hurt me a little. Get most of my money from just taking damage. I feel like if I can work with that, I can make it work even better. Alright. Just tons of gasoline. Everything burns. What else do we have? One enemy left. Oh, shit. So this is kind of bad. It's a lot bad. So we've got 2 red item chests here, which is actually kind of handy. But here's the problem. Getting to them. I can't get out. And every item is above me. At least it seems to be a column, so I can kind of just hang out. They'll just die automatically. It's not great. But this needs a bit of a fix, in my opinion. Okay, I can get back up. But it's going to be a doozy getting there. I really wish I had gotten some Hapu feathers. Nope, can't do that. Okay. I mean, this blows. This is rough. Oh, and it's gone. Yeah, I didn't kill them fast enough. Ugh. What was I supposed to do there? I guess not fall down, but that was really obnoxious. I think this level needs a little bit of a look-see, just because, yeah, there's no way to get back up. I guess if I invested in a couple of Hapu feathers just to get back up there, that would have solved the problem, but nuts. That was such a good run, too. And I gotta get to wave 50, and I wasn't even there. I wonder if the engineer would actually be a good idea with that one, just because I could leave the engineer where it was. 15 times in a row. Oh gosh, that's gonna be rough. I don't know. But yeah, the engineer, I could potentially leave the turrets up there, but I think for the most part, I just need to hope that they fix that so I don't just get wrecked. Mainly just by making it easier to get back up. A boost pad that brings you back to the start, or even just a reset button to be like, please take me back. Both of those would be lovely. It's fine though. For now, we'll tackle this again in a day or 3. Maybe I'll go multiplayer, because I feel like having some friends on hand could also help too. But for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.